Okay, we were teaching school in Moffat, Colorado,
Yes.
and it was time to leave that country. And so we had applied for 4 or 5 teaching positions, and none of them looked too good. And we came back to the farm to visit. I don't remember why. Do you remember why?
To work.
To work?
Lloyd hired you.
Okay, so we came back. That would have been in
79.
the fall of '79.
Okay. All right.
And we worked there for about how many years?
Lloyd said it was probably 1985 when the position opened up to teach in Bell.
Deb's good with dates. It was 1986.
It was
So,
1986. Okay.
till the fall of 1986. And basically I ran the dairy, was the main thing that I did.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Lloyd did the farming.
Okay.
And had we been a big enough dairy to hire milkers, I probably would still be there today.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was enjoyable. It was enjoyable working with the cows. I learned to do the vet stuff, and I was learning to do artificial insemination.
Oh, you were?
And I enjoyed all that stuff, but 2 times a day, 365 days a week, a year just doesn't work.
It is tough to do it that often, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's
But
one.
I have found a worse job. The guy that owns Ace Hardware. That's worse than a dairy farmer.
Oh, is that worse than a dairy?
Holy cow. That's an awesome job for me, but because I just go work and go home, I'm done. He's there all day. But anyway, that's basically what we did. It was a good, what was that, 7 years. It was a good 7 years for our family.
Yes.
We did a little bit of remodeling on Grandma's house. We put in a wood stove, took out the window and put in a wood stove. I mean, that door. And it was a good 8 years for us there.
So now tell us where you lived while you were there, and I know that you lived in Mom and Dad's home when they served their mission. Did you live when they served both missions or just one of those missions?
Okay.
Yes.
I don't remember.
Do you want me to help him?
Oh, yes. Join us. That would be wonderful.
Okay.
I think that's about when they went on their first mission.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
One of the reasons we went back, and so we were living in the house while they were gone.
Okay.
And then when they were getting about ready to come home, we finished Uncle Blaine's upstairs, and Dad and Mom moved in down there. And lived upstairs in Blaine's place.
And Blaine was still living downstairs, wasn't he?
Right.
Yeah, because John tells about that. Their son John tells about Grandpa giving patriarchal blessings. When was it that the folks moved back into their home and you guys moved?
Well, soon after Mom got home from her mission, she'd come down and visit, and
From England, the mission from England.
yeah, the mission from England, and she'd come down and not visibly cry.
Actually, that's not correct.
Yes, that is.
No, because they were at Blaine's place in between the missions.
Were they?
And they left to go to England from Blaine's home.
Did they? All right.
And we were there. And then while they were on their mission, Gwen was able to share with us that she missed her home very much. And
Mom.
Mom
Yeah.
missed her home down on the farm very much. Well, Blaine had moved to California, and Blaine offered to sell the house to us.
Okay.
So in August of '84, while they're in England, then we moved up to Blaine's house. And actually we rented from them first, but so then we were down there helping prepare it and get it all ready for Mom and Dad to come home. So when they came home from England, they came home to their home.
Oh, did they? Okay,
Yeah.
that's wonderful. All right, so that.
But while we were in Mom's house, when Mom was at Blaine's, she just, you could tell she didn't want to live.
She missed her house.
She missed her house. So it is interesting to look back and see how things worked out.
Yes, yes. So when you went, when you started teaching school again, did you continue to help on the farm? Did you work some in both places? What was the work arrangement when you went back to teach?
Do you remember?
I have no idea. I know I did a little bit of milking.
Yes. So the first year that he taught school, he had been teaching early morning seminary for 3 years. And he wanted to finish out his 4th year. So he would get up at 3 to go milk the cows, so he could be to early morning seminary by 6:30. So he could teach school all day, so he could come home and milk cows and go to bed about 11 o'clock at night. And he did that for a year. And
Wow.
that was hard. That was really hard.
That is really hard. Okay, wow.
So then seminary went by the wayside, and that's when he told Lloyd he couldn't milk mornings anymore. But he did continue to work on the farm the whole time we were there. He helped do different things.
Yeah.
Yeah, for when jobs needed extra hand, why then you were there to do it. And you enjoyed the farm, didn't you?
Yeah.
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 So that's really interesting. Okay, let's talk about a couple of other things. In your growing up, when on the farm as a young man, as a boy, what are some memories you have that have been defining moments in your life? Can you think of any on the farm growing up?
As you can tell, I'm not much of a detail man. I remember some things. When people bring them to memory, but or to ask me a open-ended question like that,
well, it's a hard. It's really a difficult open-ended question. So let me take you one place.
Well, something just came to mind.
Okay.
I can remember, the youngest thing I remember is if the weather was bad, Mom wouldn't let me go outside. And I can remember standing by the screen door longing to go outside because the older kids were outside playing or doing whatever. And it might be raining. But because I had pneumonia, Mom was very protective of me.
Oh, she was.
I don't remember anything about the sickness. I think I was only 3. And so, but I do remember that. I can remember Gwen one time was there by the door and I was trying to sneak out. You know, not that I would, but every time I snuck out, Mom would be out there after me saying I had to come in.
Oh, wow.
So she was protective of my health.
Yeah.
And I can remember that.
Okay.
Go outside and
all right.
near the screen door.
All right. Now I'm going